for Team Liquid fans. What better? We found Team Liquid. It's Panic. How you doing, man?
I'm amazing, man. Just vibing, watching. Yes, sir.
You know, one of the things I said, I love seeing your brother come to LAN and be in your family invested and involved in what you do. How cool is it now than seeing you in Paris doing so well?
I mean, it's insane. Like, my dad came with me here.
Oh, he's here?
Yeah, he's here. He's here. And, like, it's amazing that they all support and show love. It's just awesome.
Yeah, man, you guys have something special cooking. I haven't seen Zero talk about a teammate like this since maybe forever. I mean, he was obviously had issues with Hal, but you just seem to fit so well with what he's trying to do. Why does that fit work for you?
Out of here. What a shard block. Makes it impossible. Raven gonna do what he can here on the Undying, stacking up onto BZM here with these zombies, with the Flame Cloak, allowing him to get away. Nice drinking buddy save from Whitemon as well. So a 1-for-1. 1W. Happy with that trade.
Take out that carry Tiny. That's your only worry, really.
Yeah.
I guess there's two. It's the Zeus and the Tiny. Tiny keeps trying to slip out on the map. It's what he needs to do. Zeus farms the things near his map. It's a bit tough to punish Yopaj, so Natsumi is the one that 1W wants to focus and just make sure he is not a threat. And once they scout that this Roche is up, the Aegis will help prevent... Oh, Skem.
Ooh. Goodbye, Courier.
Okay, at least Skem not going to get found by 1W. They see Roche now, they're pinging it.
Yeah. Ooh, techies. There's very convenient sentry in the lane.
Gust should not reveal, I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That's what it was.
Why does Gust reveal?
I wish I could tell you. Power creep, man. Second Roche now drops the banner. They've already got one lane of racks down. They're going to smoke up, beeline it towards the top lane.
That Roche animation really lined up with where that Roche pit was. That's pretty good. All right, from here you just send your Drow forward. The only play OG really has is toss her back into mines. You might kill her once. I doubt you can kill her twice. 1W also doesn't need to do that. They can just look for the kill first, and then once you find something, then you go. That's what they're currently trying to do.
Yopaj is level 18, and he's working towards the refresher. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. BZM. He has a gem, doesn't he? Pretty sure he does. Yes, he does. I'm like, I don't think you get away from a Flame Cloak Lina with a gem. Bots too as well, so super low cooldown, can be basically anywhere on the map. Lina's back, man. This hero looks so good.
I think with this, I don't know if it got picked on other streams. Lina is still undefeated.
She has
five picks as far as I know.
This is the 5th pick, meaning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks good.
Consecrated Wraps is an interesting build for the Lina. Feeling like he just needs a little bit of survivability. It's a ton of magic damage on the side of OG, right? Like,
it's the only way you die.
It's the only way he dies. Double Thunder God's Wrath and like a Nimbus or something, right?
I kind of think you could just go Satanic even, but I guess Consecrated Wraps is cheaper. They're all buying it. The only way we die is Avalanche Toss into Mines. Everyone buy your Consecrated Wraps.
Meanwhile, Whitemon's like, I'll get a Glimmer Cape. I'll do my best. Jump in. Raven finds Pure, drinking buddies to buy some space. Quick 4 staffs away. I mean, they just read this. Like, Whitemon knows that this is happening. Immediately bails out the Drow, and now this whole smoke attempt without Flesh Golem or Tombstone, you're not going to be able to really connect on anything. And this is kind of the issue we talked about with the draft. Like, there's no way to initiate. It's got to be Tiny.
Yeah, and I get that you don't want him to go first because you're worried about the Axe response, but this is what happens if he doesn't go first. She'll just Hurricane Pike away, drinking buddies, not far away. It had to be Tiny Avalanche tossing, even if it risks the Axe call, the Lina response. But it's a really tough situation for OG, and it's going to culminate here into the high ground defense. This is likely their last shot here. They have to find a way to bring Pure deep into the base. We've got enough mines here for them.
We'll see if they can do it. The banner is just going to keep these creeps nice and healthy. He would like to have the shard right now. He's got it queued up. He's got like, what, 400 gold, 300 gold till the shard. Once the glacier's there, it's pretty much a guaranteed high ground.
The arrow actually hits.
That's pretty good. You might get the first life, but he's still alive for now. Pure instead just four steps aggressively says, screw it, 33's got the call. I'm going to go in with them as well. They've lost the techies. He's going to buy back into the game. For now, so close. The Drow got down to a sliver of HP, but it was not enough to get the kill.
I think the Tiny got found slightly off screen, so he wasn't able to jump onto the Drow. Granted,
they're looking right now. They have
that was just her first life.
They're low. Oh, they said forget the Drow, we're to go for everyone else. Whitemon gets the snowball off. BZM gets the BKB, the two-hero call from 33. And Pure on the Glacier, just raining in the damage. Two are dead, about to be a third.
About to be a
four.
fourth.
It's a disaster. 1W. The formation is too strong. You cannot break it. And they still have got that Aegis for 30 more seconds. It's a valiant attempt there from OG to try to take the fight outside the base. Forget the Drow. We've got to get the bigger target, the Lina, and it doesn't work.
It was close. Oh, Avalanche toss. Slam! Okay, it is in the fountain. That's the Axe.
Aegis is expiring. Can they stay on Pure, though, is the question. Nice Nimbus.
Hello?
Raven
Yeah, me know.
can't do it. He's tried his best. He's got to blink up in a moment. They caught him with a gust.
Okay.
LSA
Well, we
will
will
be able to
see.
keep him at bay. Now
Should
the
be.
Drow's trying to turn it around.
Hello?
They're out. Okay. Double buyback for the Axe.
Huh?
And the buyback is on your Tiny of all heroes. It is so costly.
Right, well, Donovan had the mic off on the headset. Yes, hi.
They still have a very commanding
Want to use your phone?
27,000. They'll wait for
You want to
their
use your phone?
The only lane you have to go left is
Donovan?
if you even want to. I think you're gonna run straight down mid. Noxumi trying to find a kill while Axe is
Give
down.
your brother the
Arrow
TV.
Yeah. Tusk is still
No nonsense on the phone, eh?
would have been kind of funny if his teammates just left in the
Alright, cool. Yeah, well, Donovan
BZM is chasing after him.
was doing Donovan
I like
things.
this build. Going for the Parasma next.
Alright, so, what teams we looking at today? We have OG versus One Win.
Man, they cannot catch a break.
Right,
Everything
some things to know.
so
OG,
difficult because they are so far behind.
I'm a backup OG due to how they play the actual game and what they stand for when it comes to building, when it comes to Dota and stuff. Because, you know, me look for younger players and they build them up and create a team from that. As we can see, majority of the players who playing on One Win team here were actually OG players that were raised by OG in the Dota scene. So the mid laner here, BZM, and the support Ari was part of OG before, and then they left and they were picked up by.
Ooh, that LSA is definitely gonna hit. Nice attempt there from Yopaj, but definitely not gonna get away.
Yeah, that's problems. That is problems.
I mean, that kill is essentially almost 1,000 gold.
Right, so OG has always been, you know, and they also play that type of Dota that I enjoy. Right, so
This is the move outside I'm talking about. Unfortunately, it's going to go right through an observer.
I have no idea what they're doing now. 30,000 net worth lead. That's pressure.
Automatically, of course, thanks to the Undying innate, but
That is pressure.
what more do you need on
No, nah. OG like cricket in the West Indies, you know. They will break your heart. Right? So
playing it patient?
the OG team, the current OG team right now is a Southeast Asian
I think
player
just
base.
send it high ground, but
They are capable of beating people, but they're not quite there yet when it comes to say they will be the top team to back. Oh my god, double crit, die. And also, there was an organization called Tundra, which was one of the teams that also, you know, would back. They decided to opt out of any professional tournaments for Dota, so the team that is playing for 1win right now was actually the last Tundra team.
Another quick Roche respawn and see if they scout it. Just check for some D wards as they also finish up some key items that Parasma, primarily on the side of the Lina.
So it's two of the teams that I would back in Europe playing together. So we're just looking at proper well played Dota.
even though there's a Zeus, they've got their own gem.
1win is 36,000. That's what I had right now, 40-12. This game can end in the next minute after this rush here, so we might be looking at game 2.
They can go for. Each time they've tried, I think we've seen that 1W has actually noticed them through an observer or a sentry somewhere.
If they just get back across the map so fast because they have the outpost, and Axe has kept the wave in, and they just immediately look for the kill. And with the boss 2 from BZM, there's no hope. Undying is dead. This time, no innate for him to respawn.
And this guy they called 33 playing for 1win, possibly the best Dota player ever. Right, he is the best offlaner
No mines in the base to toss to.
currently.
Only the fountain remains, and I think
And when it comes to just playing the game,
Yeah, the call to Fountain is strong, but not that strong. Ari, with the Gale Force, they're trying to force someone out of position, but now with the throne exposed, they just swap places, trying to look for an initiation.
oh my god, a double crit. Alright, this game is about over. As I said, in the next minute or so, right, and as they call it.
Kill them one by one in the base. Pure pops the Satanic to farm them inside the Fountain. 1W.
GG's.
Absolute beatdown here in game number 1.
that was a really well done, solid draft for 1W, and then an even better performance in the laning stage especially. The first blood did go over to OG, but I think we see sometimes the first bloods can cost you actually a little bit much more than they're worth. I feel like the time the damage Zeus took kind of hurt him in his lane. A lane that was supposed to go even, and then the side lanes kind of already use your resources in the mid lane. That then hurts when you then end up in your side lanes. And we see 1W just quickly win both side lanes, repeatedly get kills. Suddenly your Zeus ult isn't enough damage to actually help you turn it.
That was so sad. The first Zeus ult being absolutely wasted, right? Like, they try to make this play top. They almost killed the Drow. She TPs, knowing Zeus is about to hit 6, buys a raindrop in the fountain and lives on a sliver of HP, and because of it, you completely shut down the Zeus's ability to kind of snowball some of the early game, or at least recover what was a rough lane stage for him.
It was a very good foresight from Pure on that play. But I do think this is partly draft as well. I feel like OG's
So
line
while that
can
is
work,
going
but it's just
on,
hard. It is
we will
difficult
take
to
a
pull
jump
off
in
this
on the
team.
Apex Legends. But I guess that's all for today.
In advantageous position.
With some highlights.
There's one. But Gen G, out of nowhere, now put the pressure onto Wolves. And now Wolves have to get out of dodge as well. The Altar and the Wraith have been saving people's bacon right now. Both Wolves inside of the phase dome. And they go towards No Name. Can they get a reset here? Yeah, I wonder if Vayne can actually get ahead of this zone as well. Kurem's been able to get out, but then just get spotted. Vayne's going to be the last remaining. And it is going to be Gen G who starts to focus
focus. RRQ and Wolves continue to make acquaintances on this side of the map. Vayne, 20 HP. It's felt like he's played most of the game with this. He's 1 HP now, and NIP are gone. And they have fallen early. A nightmare situation now to have to watch the rest of the lobby. No Name's still with his Kraber in his hand, by the way. It allows so many teams to start catching up, doesn't it? But that Kraber could certainly do a lot as RRQ gets eliminated. That's a second place team eliminated. So that's second and fourth now out of the lobby early. And again, everyone licking their lips. They will not let them go. GK trying to sweep behind as well. Somehow Wolves are still alive. No idea how. It's an absolute mess on this southern side of the zone. We've not really been able to talk about where the zone's pulling. It's going to fragment, of course, but then it's going to the northern side. There's going to be a couple of buildings that are in there as PXX eventually get confirmed as eliminated from the competition. Sorry, from the server, not the competition just yet. Careful, careful. I won't want to eliminate anyone too early. But it's not looking good for them in 12 points as JDG on 49 points. One of the chasing scenes. And they'll take out Neo.
That was nice.
Floating by nature soars through the sky. Off the back of the double jump and gets an easy finish. As now we go over to Zipline Mafia once again.
If I had to coach a team, which country would I coach in? That's a very interesting question. Right now when it comes to esports and esports players, countries and teams, I can possibly say that the strongest region we have is probably the UK. Right, they're putting in a lot when it comes to bringing up players and getting players up to the highest standard when it comes to competitive. So that's always a thing, but there's just something about players and their mindsets from like Asia or Japan or South Korea that, you know, they just always bring a unique flavor to different games and such. So I don't know. So probably players from the UK and probably players from like Japan or China, even South Korea. Right, they have a lot. Those countries are a lot more disciplined when it comes to tournaments and what they believe in and stand, and it reflects in their gameplay as well. So that's always something to look at. Right, it's one thing having to teach discipline when it comes to players and teams. Right, is another thing when that discipline is already built in. Right, so yeah, I'll definitely, you know. Oh, definitely look at those two regions or countries. This Catalyst is putting in work.
I feel it. When the Wolves fans praying for it, this is the one. Okay, maybe the next one. Infinite ammo, it doesn't matter, right? Well, GK have just put it above. Zipline Mafia are trapped to the moment. Kazak has to swing past to try and create a path for Excuse to stay alive. He's not going to be able to. That's VK Gaming eliminated in those moments as well. Shopify Rebellion, by the way, on that northern side still. With now JD Gaming joining them. Kazak has a solo on the Pathfinder, still alive. Wolves, by the way.
Kazak on solo gameplay again. So people, yes, as you see in there, the Esports World Cup is being hosted in Paris, France. It was originally supposed to be hosted in Dubai. Oh my god. Milking them right now. Oh my god. Yeah, but based on passports and visas and coming in, they thought majority of the players being European and such would have been easier to take the tournament across to on that side. Right, this is a 70 million US prize pool tournament. Right, multiple games being done right across the 7 weeks, as well as Paris. Well, Paris, France stands to make about 600 million US when it comes to revenue due to the entire tournament. So that's something to take into. Alright, 1 second, I'll come in.
But actually, Wolves, they benefit from this heavily as GK Esports eliminated. Shopify go down as well. That Graver crucified them. DCG jump out in the zone, trying to hit a late evac, trying to do a little bit of lamppost dancing. No name, waiting for the opportunity to strike everyone. He's going up into the skies. But if you go up, you've got to come back down. Zipline Mafia eliminated, 4 squads remaining, and this is the no-name show. Absolute carnage, no defensive legends, no walls to work with, really. He's on his own. It's all down to no-name. Last 3 teams. I say there's no chance, but I've thought that about 3 or 4 times in this game. Caustic has a problem. Synap tries to pull behind him, has to jump into the void. Gets second place. Oh, but with 3 alive, there's no chance for no name. As Relove will win it, but boy, was that a hell of a game for Wolves as well. That was a 1v1 at the end. It was a 1v1v1 in the end. We had Wraith, Axel. But DCG put up a win. And again, every single win matters, every single point matters. It puts DCG back into the conversation of qualification. They're not quite in those top 6 points, but they do put themselves within 5. I'm absolutely flabbergasted by what I saw from No Name in that game. If you don't know who he is, the man goes without a name. It's No Name. The man who shall not be named, but boy, can he hit a shot when he's needed. Well, think of the reset. Think of the survivability. Think of the portals. Think of them taking control of that door outside the building. It just felt like they had no right to be in that endgame. It puts Wolves to 67 points in 2nd place. They are now in touching distance of those match point finals. And the team from APAC South, who dominated their own region, but then struggled on day 1, lackluster in day 2, but then suddenly came to life once more. And if you think of what they went through throughout that entire game, somehow found a building to play in the end, bullied TIE away. And they get into this, look at this final circle, look at how many players alive. The singles, in the end, it was the Axel that came out on top. I thought for sure one of the race was going to win in a zone like that.
It's done already. Nah, man.
His teammates, the perfect reaction. It's like, we're not anywhere near the end of that game if it's not for you. Don't be disappointed. I mean, Wolves, they still put up 17 points in that game, only 2 points less than DCG. Sure, neither team able to have one of those mammoth games where you put 25 plus up. But again, it's just about staying in the race at the moment for those top 6 positions.
You have to
Boys,
stop.
getting close.
Right,
Dare you start talking points? Dare you start talking about who's in the right places and who's in the wrong ones? I think GK are very close. A few more points for GK, they should be good for match point finals. The same could be said for Wolves, maybe another 7 or 8 for them. RRQ are edging closer, Enter Force 36 as well, but then Dinos and NIP, they are still in that danger zone.
What would my main message to my players be if I were coaching a Dota or Apex team? Well,
Get through our survival stage and into those match point finals.
Dota and Apex has become two of the hardest and toughest games to play when it comes to competitive.
Wolves have no right to be in second place, but
Both of the games keep evolving, so it's never the same going forward. And Dota has shown that over the past, because I think this year will be TI 15, right? So we have had 15 different iterations of the international when it comes to Dota. So you're definitely not
flat 0 points for them. Wow. I mean, that was
going to get it easy when it comes to Dota. VP. Right, so it takes a lot of hard work and discipline, a lot of doing the right thing to actually get to the level of competitive, get to the highest level of competitive. Right, so you have to have that level of discipline. Because it makes no sense trying to reach these things or jump on a team or start practicing 12 hours a day, 8 hours a day, and then when you realize it just too hard, or you thought it would have been easier, and you realize that it's no longer like that. Oh no, oh no. Oh. Alright, so and I tell my students as well, although we are deep into this. Wow. Yeah. Got you again. Yes, although you know the dream is to reach out there and stuff, it takes a lot, right? 'Cause as a coach, I have been doing a lot when it comes to understanding the games, understanding Dota, understanding Apex, understanding fighting games. Also, you know, building up myself as a coach, being able to understand persons, being able to understand the different, you know, the attitudes you will get, the different personalities, all of these things are things that you need to work on and work with. Sorry. To be able to sort out and be a coach. This poor guy. Only sauce. Yeah. Right, so as much as I'm putting in the hard work, the player need to put in the hard work, right? So my advice would be, you know, take your time, understand what you're doing, focus on the right things, work on that and build on it, and once you think or believe this is what you want to do, right, you can try for it knowing that you would have tried your best and something would have happened throughout the timing to organize. Because these Esports World Cup is based on clubs, right? So these are all the biggest clubs jumping out to represent, and you know, so that players from different countries. Put my hands up. Why? You know why you want to do that? Why you want to do that? Huh? Pretend? You want to pretend to take it out? No, man. Yeah. Alright, so Esports Nations Cup is basically sorry, Esports Nations Cup, which is the other iteration, is actually country versus country. Right, so players from the different clubs will now be meeting up to represent their country in that tournament, which is later on. And then there's a whole selection and everything that has to happen when it comes to Esports Nations Cup. Right, there are qualifiers. And we were eligible to take part, but as this was the first year and it would have been a rush to get everything organized, we will try for the next one, which is 2 years from now, get things going. So in the meantime, we have to build up players, have to build up teams. What? What? What are you doing? Papa using that. Yeah?
I want a fake cook.
You want a fake cook? No. We ain't play cooking right now. Go play with your toys. Go play with your toys. Okay, you'll make mess in the kitchen. Go on. Daddy Sheeman. Go on. Alright, so with the country versus country, we have to build up teams and players with the right mindset. Right? I don't understand. You know, it takes work. It takes a lot. Oh my God! What he went in? Went in there.
Has to wait for this double edge. He's like, all right, let me wait just when the BK goes off.
All right, so the next 2 years, when you look at it, you want to play for your country and you want to represent your country. You have to understand that, hey, it's clacks. Oh my God, yeah. You have to look at it to see that it's, oh my God, that axe, that's yeah. So we have all these professional players playing Esports World Cup. When it comes to Esports Nations Cup, it mightn't be a full team that was put together or have been playing together, but it might be 2 or 3 players from different clubs getting to represent the same country. So it's still weighs heavy on the side of professional players playing together. So if you want to represent Trinidad and Tobago, you have to be on that level or even close to, or have a proper team built and synergized that we could actually do something. All right, so we take some time to organize and get things going, but eventually we want to be able to get to that point where we could compete on the international level.
So who do you think is going to win? He's like, I know. Not much of a guesswork here as Tomato is just going for a last but okay, some damage.
All right, a roar on the backstab. Look in with the backstab. But the will-o-wisp, the curse on top of it. Doing a lot of work and splitting it down. But now focusing on Saberlight. Tomato gets the kill, buyback instantly on Suck. And due to fall 4 from 3 will be next. Yeah, that mid dodge, nice try, but GG is called by Suck. Virtus Pro take a game 1 win, just shy of 35 minutes. Confident, but business is in front of their minds, and they still got more work to do. Game 2 coming up soon.
Fly, by the way, he was able to stay by that. Dot takes the sharpshooter to the face and activates the Aeon. This is like, get down, Mr. President. And I say, well, you're doing really well. I want to keep that momentum, but honestly, it's like, I know they're trying on a circle, it's a sanity, but it was just split push and drag, split push and drag, split push and drag for the entire game. You get 2 kills, and that was it. It's just VP running the map. I feel like I've seen ICX play much better against the stronger teams.
Yeah, I'd agree. Yeah, maybe they feel like, I don't know, just all L's, energy grinding down, they defeated, maybe they had some bad scrims earlier in the day, on top of the difficult officials they've been faced with over the week. But looking at our kill line, 2 to 25, this is the heaviest outscoring we've seen, over a 10-to-1 ratio. Tomo, yeah, looking at our scoreboard, what stands out to you the most?
I mean, Fly didn't die. Tomatoes 13-0-3.
We see Saberlight have like this insane performance early on. Abed actually suffered in the early game, so I thought that we were going to be looking at Sturkov to make a lot of moves, but that didn't happen. And it's just the itemization from ICX where they go, like, it feels like a tempo draft a little bit, right? You got the Lina, the Beastmaster, and the Doom, so you think maybe we're going to play, but no, he goes for Midas and Radiance, and I'm like, that gives a very interesting idea where we're going to farm on a draft that kind of can run at you.
It sure does, but taking a look at some of our highlights from the game, you can see the first real usage and coordination of these ultimates here around 11 minutes.
They bring down Lace here as well. Although I think this is the second and last death on VP, which is that they lose Ab, and that's it. No one else ever dies again. And it's just a very, very passive game. The VP chokes them out of the map. Inner circle feeling like they can't make moves because again you have a position 5 axe who needs items, and you have the Doom who doesn't want to join the fight. So you have 3 people really on the map.
I will be back.
The team cannot function with 3 heroes alone. I mean, it's not like you even had a Helm Dom or anything to help you shove waves even more, or Darkseer to just go shoving off lane, you know.
Yep.
I feel like that if you have that Doom, you kind of need to be able to be active and play around it.
He goes for the Blink Dagger 3rd item, but it's you just didn't see any value of it. There was a couple of Dooms being thrown, but the one I remember was when he hits Saberlight with it, and after he stampedes. So he's just like, it just cruises to safety.
Similar to the Light Strike array that we saw cancel the point by second black hole. Yeah, just a little bit of a misstep there. But you know, ultimately ICX outscored, outgamed, outmoved, outmaneuvered entirely. If you draft that active style of play, you need to reflect that on the map. Just throw bodies.
I don't really feel like that was a problem. Like, they had the net worth early on. It wasn't like a big issue. When you look back to the mid lane, Sturkov won it very handedly. So it's very much, we're seeing this a lot with the teams that are qualifying where lane phase goes okay, then they say, we're scared to fight.
Right. Well, maybe that's just where they are outgunned and outskilled. But folks, we will see if they have the mental fortitude to dig deep and find foundation to move forward in game 2. But we'll throw it to a break, and we will see you very soon.
Alright, we go on to the next one. Wait, both matches, boy? We are nothing, boy? Okay. Alright, people, so we'll be back in about 10 minutes or so.